Hello everyone and welcome back to another Grainman Travels Adventure, and today we're on a new mod map. Well, it's a special mod map actually. It's Fen Edge. So finally Reddog has got it to the point where he's happy for me to do a map tour that I can release onto the channel. So I think there's been quite a lot of interest in this map since I did a cinematic on it about 3-4 months ago I think it was. So finally we get to get our hands on it and get to do a recording for Reddog, so hopefully everybody's going to enjoy this. I'm definitely looking forward to running this map, and there is actually going to be a live stream series on this map in the coming week with a couple of us from the Grainman Discord community. So we'll be running this to show this map off and do some gameplay on it, so hopefully I look forward to everybody joining us and watching that live stream. But this map tour is going to be a little bit longer than normal because there's quite a lot of features and unique functionality that this map has that Reddog has baked in. So he has provided me with a little bit of a blurb which I'll quickly run through. So it says, "Welcome to Fen Edge. This map is based on a real location in the UK on the edge of the Lincolnshire Fens." So quite important actually to me because I actually live in the Lincolnshire Fens. It's a 4x map, so it's 4 kilometres by 4 kilometres. It's got 147 fields ranging from sizes of 0.5 hectares all the way up to 28 hectares, so some big scale farming to be done, and also some smaller fields like this one below us, so it's pretty good. There's actually quite some interesting features. So one of those features is the map has got like 2 different shops. So where you would normally buy your agricultural equipment, your tractors, your trailers, etc., that will spawn at the shop, which I think is over there. Yep, there it is. But anything to do with your agricultural chemicals, so things like your big bags, your lime, your fertiliser, your herbicide, all your IBCs will actually be purchased from, and can be purchased but will actually spawn at a completely different location. So Reddog's used some scripting to split that, so just to give a little bit more realism to the actual map and also immersion, so that's pretty cool. This map's also been made to work with the Pick Your Starting Farm mod that's on ModHub. So there's actually 10 farms on this map, so all of different sizes and all with different equipment. So if you do run the Pick Your Starting Farm mod on ModHub, you can actually get a new menu that pops up. I will be doing a video about that when this map has been released, or probably a few days before, just to show how that function works. So it's just allows you to pick starting farm, shows you the equipment because each farm has different equipment. It gives a little bit of a blurb on each farm, so that's pretty cool. There's also an inbuilt script for things called farm contracts. So normally when you do like work for farmers, you'd normally take things like the grass and the hay bales to a store or something to sell them. But this map has been made so you can actually take them back to the NPC farmer's farm. So that's pretty cool. But obviously it's one of the 10 farms that you'll take it to. It will pop up on the map as normal. The triggers for those are usually hidden, obviously when there's no contracts or you're not doing a contract. And if you do buy that farm that you've been doing some work for that NPC farmer, those triggers don't exist anymore. They get removed from the map, so they don't interfere with your normal game. So that's pretty cool. So there's actually the agrochemicals sell point, or the buy point, where you can buy your agricultural chemicals from, has got its own telehandler. But if you do take it outside of the area of the agrochemicals farm area, it will charge you £2,500 per minute until you actually take it back. So pretty high, but it is actually kind of designed for when you play multiplayer on this map, which is what this map's really designed for with all the 10 starting farms. Then not one farmer can then run off with the free telehandler and never return it. So I think that's a pretty cool idea. So obviously, as it said in the cinematic, it has been made to work with the Maize Plus mod and also animal grazing, so pretty good for you Maize Plus and animal grazing fans out there. It's got a custom soil map for precision farming, which is actually based off soil information for the area on the Lincolnshire Fens, so that's kind of pretty impressive. There is quite a lot more custom purpose-built sheds and buildings that Reddog's worked on. Quite a few custom houses, the stately home over there, and also the stately home over in the other corner has been purpose-built, plus a load of other farm buildings and sheds, so that's pretty cool. And there's also the use of Benji FS and Bullet Bill's custom crop textures as well baked into the map, so I think that's pretty impressive. So it does say that Fen Edge has been kind of created how Reddog likes to play farming simulator himself. So there's no productions to purchase, but there's places you can put down your own productions, and also there's plenty of field space, as you can see, for you to actually put any of your own things down and run your own mods. So, but it's mainly been tailored around how Reddog likes to play his own game, but he does welcome any feedback on the map. But just because there's not that many productions doesn't mean he's going to like change the map completely and put hundreds of productions down, because he kind of thinks that since you've got a 4x map you can put your own down and customize it how you'd like to. So I think what we'll do now though is we've got our feet firmly back down on the ground and have a quick look at our starting equipment. So on this first farm that we're on, it doesn't start with an awful lot of equipment. So we've got a very nice 7810 John Deere, a John Deere T560 harvester, the Welger DK115 dolly trailer. I'm pretty certain that's been put in just for my hatred of them. The 625 John Deere header, the Breedle K105 fertilizer, and the header trailer to go with it. So for the John Deere, so pretty good. No leased items and no map specific vehicles. So this is, if you start in new farm mode, this is one of your starting farm areas. So as you can see, we've got some of Reddog's sheds here, one of the sheds that he has released on ModHub. So very nice indeed. And if we then come out of here, whoops, if we can, it'd be good if I didn't climb up the door. Obviously we've got the open shed here, very nice. So again, custom model for the map. Got some nice Meridian silos here, which will be one of the prerequisite downloads to mods to download for the map. So you've got this one, and you've also got British grain sheds, and you're probably also going to have an open shed pack as well, but that hasn't been fully released on ModHub yet, but it will be. So this is the other part of your starting farm. So you've got an open shed here, which is one of the prerequisites that Reddog's been working on as a custom shed. So we've got another shed here for your bales or other equipment, which is pretty good. And then we've got a big shed here as well. So nicely done and very nicely put together farm. Quite a basic one, but obviously you can then improve it and make changes how you want to. If you have a quick look on the PDA itself though, you'll see that we actually start with farmland 252, which is your two farm areas, plus field 71 and 69. So yeah, not too bad at all for your first starting farm. Very nice indeed. So if we move on to our crop calendar, as you can see, it's actually been quite heavily modified. So it is like a British geo, so there's a British harvest planting season for like your wheat, barley, canola, etc. Sugarcane and cotton don't have an ability to grow on the map at all. They haven't been removed, but they don't actually grow, so that's pretty good. When it comes to the selling though, of all your goods and your wares, there's no custom productions or custom fruits on the map. It's just the standard wheat, barley, oats, etc. Everything sells apart from obviously cotton doesn't, and neither does sugarcane because you can't grow it. But everything else does sell in at least 2 to 3 places around the map, so that's pretty good. Like I said, there is no custom products or productions, but it does mean that you can get really deep into doing some nice agricultural farming, especially since it is based in Lincolnshire, so that's good. There isn't any starting pens or animals on this starting farm, but if you did run the Pick Your Starting Farm mod, which Reddog has made work with this map, you can pick some farms that do have things like a custom cow barn, etc. So that's pretty good. We will run through some of the farms on the map if I can remember where they all are, but that's something. Obviously contracts are pretty good with 147 to 149 fields on the map. Then obviously contracts are going to be pretty healthy, and they're going to be pretty good, especially if you turned on things like lazy farmers in the contracts plus mod. But as you can see, even the base ones, 11,000 there, 1318 for harvesting, so they're pretty good, I must admit. You don't start with any production chains, and neither does any of the farms on the map, because Reddog himself is not a massive fan of productions, but there's obviously a lot of space on the 4x map to put your own productions down and to like change things how you want it to be done. So when you do buy each farm, you can get rid of all of the buildings, etc. So that's good, and also do what you want to do with them. So that is one good thing about this. So if we have a quick look at the PDA itself though, so as you can see, the PDA is pretty impressive to say the least. I mean, I'm very impressed when I first saw this map, when I first met Reddog on a Discord server and started chatting to him about this map, and he shared it with me. I just think the way that he's been able to make it blend in really, really smoothly with the Google Images satellite view of the area, like, is fantastic. And that is why the fields, shapes and sizes on this whole map, as you can see them, are pretty random, pretty unique, very natural. And obviously even the road system is exactly how it should be. So there isn't a massive amount of road network, but obviously, you know, it's exactly how it would be in the area. So he has been completely faithful and true, which I think is a fantastic thing to do. So to think it makes it really nice. The one thing I will say though is I'd highly recommend using something like auto drive for your driving and roading, especially if you're going from one sale point from your farm at the top end all the way down to the bottom, because it's obviously going to be quite a long time to get there. You can also probably use Courseplay for some of the fields, and that it has been tested with Courseplay and auto drive, and they both do work. Both Reddog and myself have used those, so we are pretty confident they're going to be pretty easy to use. So what I will do though, I think, is have a quick look at some of the sell points if I can pick them all out, because of the ability for the farms to become places to drop off some of the contracts to. Some of the contracts like bales, etc., can go to the actual farmer and their farm that they've been hired, who's hired you, like the NPC farmer. Then they do pop up on the PDA, but they do disappear when the contracts aren't there. So I think what we'll do, we'll start down here. So this is the agri-chemicals, and this is what I talked about earlier in the first initial like map tour and map information. So this is where you can actually buy all of your agri-chemicals, so your things like your IBCs, your big bags, your fertilizer, your lime, etc. If you buy them from the shop, so if we do that now, a big bag, it's actually going to be here. It won't be at the dealership. So all your agri-chemicals from here are going to be spawning here. They don't spawn anywhere other than here. So just a script that Reddog's put in just to mix it up a little bit and get you driving around the map a bit, which is quite cool. So one thing I will also point out that I did mention is if you do take the telehandler, which is owned by the map itself, not by any farm. So obviously if you do move it from the agri-chemicals, you get charged 2,500 per minute until it is returned. So let's just quickly test that, open those, and they're very nice. Type of galvanized fencing that I think Reddog's done himself as well. So if we get ourselves into this telehandler quickly, and we're going to drive it off of the this agrochemical plant and actually see what happens. I'm pretty certain it will work because it has worked in testing, but on a map tour, knowing my luck, it won't. So let's just leave that there. If we speed up time, let's see if it is time based or if it's actually a proper. There you go, we're being charged 2,500 per minute. So in theory, there we go. And again, so something just to be aware of, and it does pop up that nice message on the screen as well that tells you. So that's really nicely well scripted by Reddog, I must admit. So very impressive there, I must admit, sir. So that's good. So we'll drive this back, get back to the PDA itself, and have a quick look around the other sale points. But like I said, it might also highlight some of the farms. So if we look here, we've got Born Exports. So if we go back to that view, so Born Exports is another place that you can bring all your wares to. And then we've got Wilsthorpe Farm, so that's actually a farm delivery point. So that will be for a contract that's actually live in the contracts menu. So at the moment we've gone through those two. Here we have Braceborough Grain. So this is actually a custom grain mill that's been made. Again, one of the places you can bring your grain to sell. Very nice indeed. We've got Braceborough Home Farm, so that's a home farm that you can deliver to from a contract. Hall Stables, so this is actually another sale point. And I must admit, the one thing that Reddog did inform me of, and I would agree, is this is going to be a very fun reverse if you've got a big long trailer. So that should be quite a challenge for people. Should be quite good. Down here, Braceborough Grain, we've done that one. Then we've got Braceborough Lodge Grain Delivery Point and Braceborough Lodge. Oh, I kind of spawned through the floor there, but yes. This is also part of a contract. So up here we have the Manor Farm Bale Delivery Point and Manor Farm Grain Delivery Point. So again, Same thing, because these are farms that have contracts. These are places you can actually visit, and you can drop things off for contracts. Same here, this is the South Stephen auction mart bales, and also the animal dealer. So when you actually come into the map first time, this is where you will spawn. We've got animal dealer here where you can buy your animals from. So very nice indeed. Up here we have Manthorpe Road Farm, bale delivery, and flat bottom bins. That's another farm there. We are going to run through all the farms on the map though. This is another farm as well. That's Spa Farm. We've done this one already, yeah. And then over here we have the flat bottom grain and the medium petrol tank. So again, that's actually our farm itself, right in the centre of the map, kind of. So that's pretty good. Got Obthorpe Lodge bale delivery point. So that's another farm that you've got. So we will run through some of these farms in a bit more detail in a few moments in the map tour. Lay-by farm, and that's another delivery point. Up here we have the South Valley Biomass Energy. So here we can actually drop off some bits and bobs, some of our products for the biomass energy. So very nice indeed. Then over here, I think we'll have the main shop. Yeah, so we've got the main shop that we highlighted earlier in the video. So this is the John Deere dealership. So none of your agrochemicals will spawn here. They'll all spawn at the agrochemical plant down the bottom of the map. This will be where all your equipment spawns if you buy it. And then we also have, that's actually shown as a shed workshop, because that's on one of the other farms. It's on the Manthorpe farm, so that's pretty good. And grain mill, so we've actually got a grain mill here as well. Very nice old building, so that's been nicely done as well. So here we have just in-out kind of silo, so pretty good that. And then we've got the debris crusher. So the debris crusher is actually on a construction site. So you've got the nice vans there, got a bit of construction work going on. So you never know, on a map update there might be a new building or something actually being put down there. We never know. And I think that is pretty much all the sale points on the map. So I think what we'll do though, let's run through some of the farms if I can spot them. Oh, what's this one? Oh, Fenland Grain Factors actually. No, I should have mentioned that one, because that is a new one that's been put in by Reddog with the silos and the building. So this is Fenland Grain Factors. So got some very nice buildings and just an area to drop off your grain. So just on the edge of the map. I think that's everything. So if we start at the top and have a look at some of the actual some of the farms that are on the map, that would be quite a good idea, I think. So if we look at Manthorpe Farm, which is here, this is one of the bigger farms, and this has got one of Reddog's custom sheds there, and one of the new open sheds that are part of the new open shed pack. But this has also got a workshop as well. So if you come up to it, if you can find the trigger, there we are. So we've got a nice vehicle workshop there. We've got a nice custom barn that's also been done by Reddog as well. It's a bit old with some moss and stone. So down here as well, we've also got, I think, one of Reddog's first ever custom animals. So this is actually going to be for a cow barn. So this is something that was actually shown in the cinematic I released several months ago. So it's a good sized farm, this one actually, I must admit. I do like this farm quite a lot. It does, yeah, got some nice areas, nice sheds, big bale shed here, got storage there, got a nice open field there for animal grazing, which obviously got the animal grazing support as well, so the grass will change. So that's pretty nice. So if we then, that's where we are there. That should be there. If we're going to come down here, because this is this is Spa Farm. Now this one myself is probably one of my favourite farms on the map, just because it's got different levels, and it's obviously got your wire shed there, you've got a shed at the top, and as you go further down, got some more sheds. It's got a nice big concrete area with the drains, and also some nice texturing with the concrete cracking, etc. It's just a little bit different. It is in the middle of nowhere though, but then quite a lot of Fenland farms are, so it does actually it is true to life, which is nice. It's surrounded by some very big fields as well, so if you started there and had a bit of money, obviously you could do quite a lot. So if we come down here, we've then got the Braceborough Lodge. This is another one of your farms. So come out of here, this is a little bit of a different layout of farm though, because you've got a big building here, then you've got like a courtyard for storing of your vehicles. So this would be quite good for some smaller equipment for a start. If you're starting off small on this map, you've got a nice tank there. You've got some nice custom buildings. I think all of these have been done by Reddog, so all been customised and made and done in Blender for the map. So if we come down here, let's have a look so we can find Braceborough Grain. I think there's a farm in here. Yep, Braceborough Home Farm. This is one of the other larger farms on the map, so it's got a good amount of storage sheds. It's in the nice town of Braceborough. So you've got a nice, lovely church over there. You've got a nice pub over in the corner there as well. I think it's the Bridge Inn, but very nicely done this. You've got a big area for storing your equipment, nice open barn there. One of British Grain Sheds, one of these big cavernous equipment barns, which would be fantastic for your combines, etc. But again, really nicely done. So very, very nicely done indeed. If we go up here, we're going to have Manor Farm. So here we've got Manor Farm, a little bit of a different farm layout, not massive, but still a good size for putting some of the buildings down. We've got a nice big grain shed here to put your grain or your equipment in. Nice brick equipment shed there. Open shed here as well. Another one, I think that's another custom one by Reddog. And then we've got a farmhouse here as well. Lots of places to expand, and you can see obviously it's very nicely done, just with a nice outlook over the fens. They use custom lighting on this map as well. That's one of the things I've actually forgotten to mention. And up here we've got another farm, if I can get to it. Yeah, this is Manthorpe Road Farm. So again, a little bit smaller. Got some Meridian silos, got some nice Dutch barns. Got another one of the new open sheds that Reddog's released on Mod Hub. So again, this is a nice little small farm with a farmhouse at the front. Just, you know, you could grow it nicely, you could extend out. It's in between some very big fields as well, but some smaller fields to the right and up the road a little bit as well. So that's very good. And up here we've got the biomass energy. And so we can find, this is our farm that we start on. And then we've got a farm here, Willsthorpe. So we've got Willsthorpe farm here. This is a bit of a bigger farm, got some nice different types of buildings. So we've got some nice older Gothic style buildings there, and we've got some newer, bigger sheds as well. Got some nice decorative items around the back here just to show it's a farm. Yeah, again, nicely done though, some nice sized fields around it. And then I think we are not up here. No, we've actually got a sale point that we've missed, or two here actually. We've got Bill and Dave's Poo Emporium, which is quite funny because this is actually where you can take your manure. So that's been custom done and obviously custom made. The Waterside Garden Centre. So it is actually true to real life because this garden centre does exist in the area. So if you know where that is, you know where this map is based from. So you've got the Waterside Garden Centre next door to the Poo Emporium. So here it is indeed, nice big open area. And then if we go a bit further up, I think, Kate's Bridge Shop. So actually that's another sale point that I've missed. So apologies on that. It's a little bit out of kilter, but we're getting there, I think. There's a lot to show. South Links Transportation here as well. And then we've got the main petrol station for the map. So main gas station, quite a way away from everything. A nice Shell petrol station like you do get. Then up here we've got Lay-by Farm. So again, this is another area here. So we've got Lay-by Farm Grain. So this is where we can actually do for a contract. But again, nice small little farm that you could then put some more sheds down, make some changes to. Nice big area though as well. So that's pretty good. I think, let's have a double check on everything. There might be one more farm here. Yeah, Upthorpe Lodge. So this one is literally out in the middle of the fens. You can literally tell. Not much here. Just nice flat land as far as the eye can see, but again a nice big farm area that you can put nice buildings down or grow into, Meridian silos, etc. So very nicely done indeed. I think that's our main farm there. I'm thinking that's probably, yeah, Bill and Dave's Poo Emporium. Pretty much Reddog's favourite thing to put on the map, I think. And the agrochemicals are there. I'm thinking that's all of them, but no, my luck, once I've done this map tour, Reddog will tell me I've missed a farm. But what I will be doing is, when the Pick Your Starting Farm mod is been updated onto this map before release officially onto either itch.io or onto his own personal page, will run through all the 10 farms as a bit of a Grainman explains. But I think what we'll do then, we'll get into our John Deere tractor, have a quick drive around. We're not going to drive too far because I'm obviously conscious that this is going to be quite a long map tour, and I've crashed already, so that's good. If we go, let's have a look. So where are we? We're in the semi-middle, aren't we? Over here. So I'm thinking, if we go, tell you what, we'll probably turn around actually and go left, and we'll have a quick look and show off some of the map texturing, etc. that's been done. So as you can see, it is a pretty flat map, but if anybody does know Lincolnshire, then obviously they are aware that the Fenlands area is very flat. Obviously the roads are a good size, they're nice and wide, take some big equipment, good grass verges. There's some dikes put in as well. Some of them do have water in, some of them don't, depending on where you are on the map. As you can see, it's a very nice outlook, just big vast open spaces of farmland, which is completely accurate to where it is, to be honest with you, because I have visited some of the places where Reddog has modelled this from. So it is pretty accurate to say the least. As you can see, just big, long, vast areas. Obviously, using something like auto drive or course play to get yourself around the map and to set up some workers on some of the bigger fields is probably a good idea. But as you can see, though, the roads are a very good size. They're actually really nicely textured as well. The edges are quite worn away, which is pretty accurate, trust me. Driving in Lincolnshire is not the most fun in the world, I'll be honest. But as you can see, it's just a lovely looking map with lots of nice little features. Lots of nice trees, hedges, different heights of hedges as well, as they've been put in. So lots of areas of big grassland pastures if you want to do it. So there isn't any traffic on the map at the moment. It's not something Reddog enjoys. So at this moment, on this version I'm playing on, the one that's going to be released, doesn't have traffic on at the moment. But it might be added in future. We'll see. Yeah, there is obviously the footpath signs as well, because there's public footpaths all around the area. So if we probably make our way. There's lots of little bits of routes and roads and tracks in between some of the fields as well. So that's all very nice. We'll make our way through into this village now, I think, though. So it won't be too much longer. And we'll just go through this nice village. I think we'll pull off then and actually have a quick look at our field starting prices, because we want to make sure that obviously everybody's catered for. So let's have a quick look. Go up here, I think. Turn left, go through the village. As you can see, there's some nice hedges put in, trees, etc. Got some nice custom bird sounds. So it's all very well done. Don't need to look actually, do we? Because we've got no traffic, thank goodness. We've got an awful lot of custom houses being done by Reddog as well. Some of the ones that are put into this area. So what we'll do, because this is actually going to finish where the stately home is. I think what we'll do actually, we'll pull into the stately home and just show that as well, because that's probably one of the most polished models that Reddog's done for this map. Because obviously as he's done this map, he's learned more and more about Blender and texturing and UV and wrapping, etc. So I think it's quite a nice testament to his skills on how he's actually improved as he's made the map. I think he has been making this map for quite a long time though, but these things do take quite a long time. So yeah, we're going to come up here. Obviously there's a nice custom driveway's been put in as well. This is a very nice stately home though. And we can come into the nice stately home, which I think is a very, very well modelled building. I mean, the texturing, the level of detail on that is absolutely incredible. We've got a very nice private, like, walled garden with all the nice topiary bushes and just some nice places to sit. So on that though, I think we'll have a quick look at our field prices. So starting farms here, so 13, 80,000. 93,000 for there, a bit bigger here, 647,000, 53, let's have a look, 1.8 million, 107, so that's 1.8 million again, 1.75, so if we're down here, some of the smaller fields, 126, 122,000 over here, 125, 198, let's pick up some of the small fields up here actually, 81, 82, 83, 70,000, 180,000, 86,000, 202 and 189, so not too bad. Over here in the villages, we've got 29 is 134, 159, 220, 260, so pretty good as well, so very nice indeed. I really do like the actual PDA, I'm really impressed with that, but think that's pretty much all we'll run through on this map tour. Hopefully you have enjoyed it and you're looking forward to playing on Fen Edge. Hopefully that it is a bit of a success for Reddog, because I think he's done a lot of hard work and it's a really nice map to play on. It's nice to have a Lincolnshire map in the game. So if you have enjoyed the map tour, remember to give it a like, subscribe to the Grainman channel, and I hope to see you again soon. Many thanks for watching.